call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. The Hurricanes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and your sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. The ball squirts free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Creates a little space. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get and swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Cobb. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out quickly. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Working that left side now. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Hand off from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on them.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Takes the easy one to the back. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. The official says no good, and the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. runs through the tackle. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got him.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. From the gun, the ground game. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Let's it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it could...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Great place to start for this offense. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. He breaks a tackle. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 4 over North Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Looking to throw on first down. Thrust that arm out. Just keeps moving. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Ooh, definitely dodged a bullet there. Listen, the quarterbacks don't run with the football all the time in practice, and they're not used to all that contact sometimes. Have a tendency to cough it up a little bit. A bad play because he coughed it up? Could have been worse, though. Good thing he landed on it.
Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And the defense got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. trying play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Cobb. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got a man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off the play fake. Using the quick game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quick strike complete. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. He wants to throw it. On target over the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Canes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to keep it in the air. Setting up the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miami! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So a drive there of 84 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Finds his tight end.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Notre Dame lines up quickly. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give out of the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Cobb. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, and watch out. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his target down the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Makes the quick grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. High the chains now on second and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Didn't get much on first down and second and 9. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Notre Dame right back to the line. Sticks it in his belly. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the play.
There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. And into the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to add another. the kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 25 to Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. He'll keep it himself. Hey, that's a live ball. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run behind the big guys on the right.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on third and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Here's the pressure. Finds us back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Hurricanes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. On the move and looking deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. Unleashes it on the run. He makes a grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got him downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his man in the middle. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Miami, 31, Notre Dame, 10.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. It's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to try.
Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They're working that left side. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Going for it all. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Complete to the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Canes are rolling down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He's looking to pass. Gets it out fast. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Canes line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fakes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to fire.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
chunked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Third down coming up.
They just keep firing. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Leaves it with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Right down the middle. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Runs through a tackle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Here comes the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He'll do it himself. Oh, they knock it free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Just ran him over. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. The give from the gun. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now on second and goal. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.